What's up, y'all? So I want to tell you something that I've kind of noticed, something that really I realized today. So so I was on TikTok or whatever, nothing out the ordinary, and this guy, he had posted a video saying how he's the type of guy where you can flirt with him, pretty much kind of let him know that you like him, and he just won't pick up on it. And how he has a fear of rejection, and so he prefers that a woman ask him out. That's pretty much the gist of his video. And me being me, I commented, and so I just kind of told him, I was like, well, and that's what, a few people kind of said the same thing, but I just kind of told him, I said, as a woman, I'm gonna show you that I like you, I'm gonna show you that I want you, but I'm not gonna get to the place to where I'm gonna ask you out. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I said, and also, if you have a fear of rejection, you need to work through that before you get in a relationship. And so, of course, he took what I said as me saying that I'm scared to tell a man that I like him. And it's not that, in which I told him that. I was like, no, it's not that. I just believe that men pursue women, that men need to lead in that. And I also told him that I believe in the biblical views of a man and a woman. And so then another guy commented to me, and he was like, hey, my arm itching? Anyway, and he was like, oh, well, I thought y'all believe that, we all equal and da 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 da. You could tell it was some attitude in that message. And so I commented back respectfully. And so I just told him, I said, it's foolish to believe that every woman believes that, because I don't believe that. I believe in the biblical views of a man and a woman. Left it at that. I haven't checked it to see if they responded back. Most people, they do. But we know that Kevin Samuels got some of these men a little bold. And so, which we'll get on that another time. But it made me realize something, because I know that the Bible, talks about how as we get closer to the return of Christ, people will get more and more selfish. But you also see, not only that, you're starting to see people being led by their feelings. Like, oh, well, I'm not really feeling this person like that. We really don't vibe like that. And it's like, feelings are not good dictators of things that are true. And it really I know people, they don't know better, and that's why they're doing that. But it's like, you can't be going off your feelings. Oh, this person, they killed my vibe. Did this person kill your vibe, or did this person just call you on your crap and you don't like it? You know what I'm saying? And so, not only am I seeing that, but I'm also seeing, of course we know the masculine women. Kevin Samuels talks about that. But one thing that what people aren't talking about is that we have a lot of feminine men these days as well. And what people aren't realizing is like, okay, a masculine woman is gonna attract a feminine man, and vice versa. No feminine woman wants a feminine man. No masculine man wants a masculine woman. And it's like, people, like, the roles are just switching. And not only are we seeing this in the world, but we're seeing it in the church as well. And it's like, and I hate it, because it's like, a lot of us, younger women, younger men, we really don't know kind of how to be women of God and men of God. We're kind of having to figure it out like by ourselves, because it's like, either the older women, they don't know how to be women after God's own heart, or you have those women, but they're just, you don't really see that in the church no more. You don't really see older women pouring into younger women, teaching them how to be godly wives, how to be women after God's own heart. And the same thing with men. You don't see older men really teaching younger men how to be a man of God, how to be a man after God's own heart. Unfortunately, you know, in the church, you know, the world, you know, we got grown boys and grown girls, and it's the same way in the church. We got a lot of Christian boys and we got a lot of Christian girls, but we don't have a lot of godly women and we don't have a lot of godly men. And it's like, I was having a conversation earlier with an acquaintance of mine, and we were talking about like dating and things like that, because she had asked, you know, do you like, are you praying, you know, for your future, you know, spouse? Are you praying for that? And, you know, we were just talking about how dating, you know, it's kind of hard these days, because really, if you think about it, nobody really wants to define things. They just kind of want to just go with the flow. And it's like, no, that's the world's way of doing it. You know, if you're not sure if you want me or not, then don't say anything to me. Just be my friend. Get to know me as a person. And then see if you like me like that. And then if you still have the interest, then try to court me. Try to pursue me. You know what I'm saying? And if I feel the same way, I will allow you to do that. You know what I'm saying? But like, I don't know. And then, you know, you got, you know, people, you know, you got like the whole finance argument. Like, does a man pay, you know, all the bills? Does he not pay all the bills? And of course, I really kind of believe that that's kind of, I believe that it can be a preference. But for me, I just believe that a man should provide, but that's just me. But if he ain't your husband, he don't need to be paying your bills, period. Like, that's just me. But anyway, that wasn't the purpose of this video. I kind of went off on it. But anyways, we see feminine men and feminine women, and I mean feminine men and masculine women, and it's like we gotta do better, because it's ridiculous. And a lot of people are getting their hearts broken because you just letting this person play games with you. You ask them, oh, well, what are we? Oh, well, I'm just seeing how it goes. Sis, why are you opening your legs for this man and he ain't even serious about you? I don't understand that. Like, I was watching a video last night how this woman, which I'm against, you know, sex before marriage anyway, but this woman got to like talking about how she had sex with a man and she had only known him a month, and then she ended up getting pregnant by him. And of course, you know, now he ain't around, he done blocked and stuff. But it's like, why are we dating like this? Because not only are we seeing this in the world, but we seeing it in the church as well. Oh, I just want to see where it goes. Oh, okay, well you finna see that I'm not talking to you no more. Because I don't even believe in talking anymore anyways. Like, once I actually talked to somebody and realized actually what talking was, it's just a disrespectful way of trying to get relationships benefits without actually being in a relationship with somebody. And that's mad rude. Like, mad rude. And so, like, let me hear somebody talking about, oh, I want to talk to you. Okay, you can call my phone. But talking, no. Do you want to date me and see if you want to be in a relationship with me? Because over here, we dating with the intention of marriage. We ain't dating for fun. We ain't dating to see how it goes. Or another thing, it's a lot of people are emotionally unavailable. Like, and I used to be emotionally unavailable. I still have my tendencies. But, you know, I'm not actively, you know, trying to date nobody. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if he come, he come. If he don't, he don't. It's that simple, you know? Like, I got more important things to worry about than worrying about trying to find my husband. I got a calling that I need to fulfill. And so, anyways, but I don't know. I just wanted to just kind of talk about that. Like, it's a struggle to get a biblical marriage, a godly marriage, because it's not too many godly men and godly women. It's not too many. A lot of them sitting here talking about, oh, well, I have hurt. I was hurt this way, or, you know, and I'm not, you know, saying that, you know, being cheated on is, is okay and that you just need to get over that. I'm not saying it, because it all depends. There are multiple factors that go into how you handle that situation. And so, but we got a lot of people where you've been hurt by somebody else, and then God may bring you this person and they're his best for you, and you messing it up because you haven't healed and you're not over what you need to be over. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even gotta be cheating. It could just be somebody just play with your feelings. Cause it's a lot of girls that I've seen where, like, you were talking to somebody and you got emotionally involved and then they broke your heart. I've been in that situation before. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you just gotta learn how to handle that stuff. And we need to stop trying to go off our feelings and go with the flow. If you sitting here trying to hang out with me all the time and you flirting and doing all this stuff, I'm gonna ask you so I can know what's going on, because we ain't sitting here trying to figure stuff out. We done already went through a crazy 2020, and then 2021 is just as crazy with all these, you know, things going on, like with like the Gulf is on fire, and then what is it in Canada, a forest is burned down or something like that. Y'all, it's a mess. And so it's just crazy. Like, I don't know, us as believers, we gotta do better. And just the way, not only, and let me say this too, we gotta do better not only with our just dating relationships, but just the way that we interact with each other. Like, a lot of us are sitting here and we struggling with certain sins. Maybe it's masturbation, maybe it's pornography addiction, or maybe you may not be addicted to pornography, it's just you trying to fill a void by watching pornography. Or maybe you got a gossiping problem, or you got a spending problem, or you don't really love yourself, you're not seeing yourself as God sees you. And we're not being vulnerable with each other because we've been hurt, so we got walls up. And it's like, no, you gotta be willing to step out sometimes. You do not let your hurt define you. Do not let your hurt define you. And a lot of us have done that, and we let Satan continue to do it. And it's like, no, that ain't where it's at. Like, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Just the body of Christ. We don't really love each other how we supposed to. Like, I remember Beth Moore said it this way. It's how the body of Christ is just beat up and bloody because we just throwing blows at each other. And it's like, literally Jesus said, they'll know you're a believer by how you love one another. Like, we ain't loving one another. And it's so sad. It's so sad. And now my eyes twitching. But yeah, so I just wanted to just come on here and just, you know, just share what was on my mind, because I see this all too often. And not to mention, we got, you know, homosexuality. We got that running rampant through the church, where you got people just doing it secretly. And it's like, there's freedom not only in your testimony. I know I made a post about this today, is that there's freedom in your testimony, but there's also freedom in vulnerability. It's in vulnerability that those chains are broken off. It's how you get accountability. Like, literally, we don't even pray for each other just to pray for one another. We only, oh, well, I'm gonna pray for you because this person then made us mad or they offended us. And that is your way of you trying to act like you care when really you don't care. Like, pray for people because you really want to pray for them. Like, don't do stuff out of obligation. I was telling an acquaintance yesterday, because he asked me, you know, can you follow Christ out of obligation? And we didn't really get to finish that conversation, but a lot of us are. A lot of us are just following Christ out of obligation. And I used to be that same way. I was doing things out of obligation. Like, I loved God, but I wasn't being obedient out of faith, really truly loving him and believing him and drawing near to him. I was doing it because I was like, okay, you died for me, let me do this. Because the world teaches that. The world teaches us to, you know, you do something for me, I'm gonna do something for you. You know what I'm saying? And so, I don't know, but we gotta do better. We got to do better.